Hey y'all, how you doing? This is Carla Next with today's inspiration. And as always, I'm happy to be here to encourage you and to remind you that you can live every day on purpose. Um, I just want to briefly talk about how we so often become so engulfed and so entangled in the minor things. We major in the minor things. And one of those minor things, at least for me, and just from what I've learned in life, are things such as titles and importance. We, a lot of people, put a lot into position and titles. Now, I'm not talking about responsibility wise, but some people just like the name or you know having that title, whatever it may be. Um, and some of us think that makes us important, and we try to. It seems like we live off of being important. Um, it's good to be needed and to do things to help people and to do great things. That's wonderful. We all should strive to to make a difference in this life. But there should be no big me, no little you. No big you, no little me. We're all on the same team. We're all trying to help one another. Why are we competing and why is it that we just have this need to be in the highlight, to be showcased and to have our names and lights and bottom line, uh bottom line, the world will go on without us. Bottom line is that we're just really mere mortals. We're just a pebble on the beach. The bottom line. But when we become so I can't even find the words, but when that's our only motivation, it's not sincere. We're not doing anything from the heart. We're doing it because we want to be seen. I mean, even scripture, God says that man looks at the outside, the appearance, but God looks at the heart. It's your heart. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you put on a table. It doesn't matter what you gave. You know, what matters is, was it given from your heart? Was it done without looking for something in return? And some people, it's not even money that they want in return. They just want the recognition, you know. And in some people, they want to be begged to do something. They think that they are entitled, and you should really beg them. I'm just gonna be honest. There have been some situations. Um, I'm trying to be very gentle with this, but I'm not one to beg anybody to do anything. Um, if I'm in a position to ask you to do something or to even support you and encourage you in doing something and you don't want to do it, guess what? That's fine with me. I mean, I'm not going to beg because you know what? If I'm in a position of leadership, I'm always ready. I should be always ready to do whatever needs to be done. So whether you want to be a part of it or not is okay. But I don't need to beg you. If you have a talent that you can give, if you don't want to do so freely, I mean, what I mean by that, I mean is openly, without somebody begging you, then you're not necessary. I don't need you. The show is going to go on because God's going to use whom he chooses to use. Um, and if you decide that you don't want to, hello, he has a ram in the bush. He have others who will be willing to serve. Nobody shouldn't have to beg you to do anything. If you don't want to, but you know what? It's okay. Also, if you don't want to, the world's not going to stop turning and nobody's going to judge you. At least I'm not. If you don't want to do it, okay. You don't have to explain. You don't have to make excuses. It don't have to be big, pomp and circumstance. It's okay. But I'm not going to, the reaction you're not going to get from me is to beg you. No. Because titles don't matter and positions don't matter when the goal is to serve. Servant should be the title, period. And that's all that matters. So don't become so obsessed with who you are, who you think you are, or what you think you are. Humble yourself. Trust me, God will bring you down. You will be humbled one way or another. The best thing is to humble yourself. To be humble, be a humble servant. You know, be know who you need to know in the big scheme of things where you sit. You need to know who's the greatest of all, who is God. So who are you to want to be way up there? Ask God to use you where you are, wherever He chooses to, and at whatever level He wants to. Some people can't be elevated because their head is already too big, or they will get a big head. Think about it. He wants you. He wants your service, but He wants you to be humble. I mean, Jesus Christ was our greatest example, the Son of God Himself. He was humble even unto death. So who are we to have a big head, especially in God's service? That don't even go together. It's not in the same equation. It doesn't even mix. So watch yourself. Please don't allow your head to grow so big that God can't use you. God bless you. Have a great day. This is Carla Widenix with today's inspiration.